guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing. This is actually going to be my first pregnancy update. I'm on my way to CVS Pharmacy right now because today I had my first prenatal appointment, and the doctor has put me on progesterone cream because for some reason my body is just not doing what it needs to do. So this is where we're at right now. So if you're new here, my husband and I were trying to conceive baby number 4 for just a couple of months. We lost, we had a loss in September, so this is our rainbow baby. Just found out that I'm pregnant 2 weeks ago, and right now I am 6 weeks and 1 day pregnant. So excuse me, I'm getting over a little cold. So I had my first prenatal appointment today. First sonogram. So they did find the baby. There was a baby this time. Last time there was no baby. There was just a yolk sac. So they did find the baby, and there is a heartbeat. However, the reason why the doctor has me going on progesterone is because the baby's heart rate is very low, like 75. And she said at this point it should be at least 100 beats per minute. Typically between 90 and 110 is what they like to see at this stage of the game. So I think everything's gonna be all right. I'm leaving it up to God. But if you'll just keep us in your thoughts and prayers, because I just can't do another loss, guys. Like, I know that if that's what God has in store for us, that it is what it is, and there's nothing that I can do about it. However, it's just really hard, especially since I know that there's a heartbeat, so I know that it's living, I know that it's growing, and it's growing, it's beyond where it's supposed to be by a day or two, and so that's great. It's just the heart rate is a little lower than they'd like to see. So the doctor has given me a progesterone prescription because she's afraid that my ovaries aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing in the aspect of creating enough progesterone to keep the pregnancy. So that's where I'm at. It's really hard to even think that it's a possibility that this could be happening again. I'm trying to keep my mind out of that because I don't, I've had a lot of symptoms. So even before I found out I was pregnant, sore boobs, tired all the time, headaches, nausea. I still have the nausea, like to the point where I gag. I haven't thrown up yet, but I'm only 6 weeks, so that's fairly normal to not throw up yet. So I'm not weighing out about that. This, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a normal pregnancy. It's just hard not knowing for sure, like it's hard playing the waiting game. So right now, I have to wait 2 weeks for another ultrasound. At that point, I should be 8 weeks and 1 day, and hopefully the baby's heart is, that racehorse sound, that bum 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 bum, and if it's not, it's God's plan. But I just hope things continue to progress and that this baby makes it. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if the baby doesn't make it. And I can't think that way. I can't, but it's hard not to, you know, especially, especially being that we just went through a miscarriage just a couple of months ago. It's hard not knowing, you know, this 2-week waiting game is hard. So when we had our miscarriage in September, it was a miscarriage. So I miscarried in September, but the pregnancy had stopped progressing 3 or 4 weeks prior to that. Because I should have been 9 weeks and the yolk sac and stuff was only measuring 5 weeks. So I'm just, okay, so last time, the first ultrasound was actually the day that the pregnancy stopped progressing. So it was 5 weeks and 5 days. Then she didn't find a heartbeat. So she had me come back in 2 weeks, which is when they discovered that I had a miscarriage, and it was only the yolk sac, little bitty thing, you know, still measuring the same. And that was when, you know, I began miscarrying about a week after that. So, at this point, 6 weeks, 1 day, had my first ultrasound. The baby has a heartbeat. There is a baby. There is a yolk sac. There is a baby. There's a gestational sac. Everything looks normal besides the heart rate. So because the heart rate's lower, there's an increased risk of another miscarriage. So that's why she's taking these preventative measures and ordering me the suppositories, which I've never had to take. So this, if you saw my last video where I found out I was pregnant, this is my 6th pregnancy. So I had an abortion when I was 17. That's a whole other story. I plan on making a story time video of that. And then when I was 18, we had our first daughter, and she just turned 8 yesterday. We also have a 5-year-old son and a 2.5-year-old daughter. Then we had the miscarriage in September, and now I'm pregnant again. So 6 times. And, you know, the last one, that was something that didn't develop. So 4 normal pregnancies that I had, I didn't have to have progesterone or anything to keep the pregnancy. So I think that this is really just a preventative measure. I think that the baby will be okay. The heart rate's really not that far off for this far along. I looked it up, and at 6 weeks and 1 day, it's supposed to be 80 or higher. So, and then 6 weeks and 4 days to 7.5 weeks is between 90 and 110 beats per minute. And then beyond that, at between 8 and 10 weeks is supposed to be the 130 or higher. So we're not far off. It's just hard not knowing, you know. So please just keep us in your thoughts and prayers. And I'm sorry about the lighting and everything. Like I said, I'm in the car. I just wanted to hop on here and do this quick update and let you guys know what's going on. They didn't give me a picture of the ultrasound, so I don't have that as of today. But it is what it is, and it looked normal. It's just the heart rate was a little lower than it should be. So guys, that's it. Again, please consider subscribing so that you can follow us along on this journey, no matter what it may be. At this point, I'm thinking it's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. But I will definitely keep you guys updated, and after we get the all clear in 2 weeks, hopefully we'll get the all clear. When we do, I will start doing weekly bump dates or bi-weekly. Just let me know what you want to know, because this is well, it'll be my 4th time going full term if that's what this ends up being. My body goes through a lot, okay? Like, at the end, it's hard for me, but it's all worth it in the end, okay? So let me know what you guys want, because I will definitely be willing to give you guys whatever you want. Just let me know for sure down in the comments below. All right, well, now this is the end to this video, and sorry, my glasses keep falling. It's the end to this video, so see you guys when I have an update. I'll do a weekly bump date next week. I'll tell you what. I'll be 7 weeks along. If anything changes, I'll definitely hop on here and let you guys know. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.